Welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to continue looking at square roots and cube roots. And in today's video, I'm going to look at cube of a number. So in today's video, I'm going to describe what a cube of a number is, and I'm also going to show you how you can find a cube of a number. So watch this video up to the end. Now let's get started with today's work. So let me start by describing what a cube of a number is. So a cube of a number is the product you get when you multiply a number by itself and then multiply the product by the original number. Okay? A cube of a number is the product you get when you multiply a number by itself and then multiply the product by the original number. Or in other words, we can say a cube of a number is the product you get when you multiply a number by itself 3 times. Okay, that is another way. So when you multiply a number by itself 3 times, the product you get, the answer you get is a cube of that number. Okay, let's take for instance, for example, multiply 2 by 2 by 2, we're going to get 8. So in this case, 8 is the cube of 2. Okay, for example, multiply 2 thrice, then we get 8. Then 8 is the cube of 2. Okay, the other point is we can write 8 as 2 and a small 3 on top. Okay, we write 2 and a small 3 on top, that is 8. Okay, so we can read 2 with a small 3 on top as, remember I'm just using 2 as an example. It can be 5, it can be 10, but the way you read 2, that's the way you read even 10. Okay, so we read 2 with a small 3 on top as 1, 2 cubed, or 2 to the power, or 2 to the third power. Okay, we read 2 with small 3 on top as 2 cubed, or 2 to the third power, or 2 to the power of 3. That's how we read 2 with small 3 on top. Okay, it can be 5. If it was 5, we could have read it as 5 cubed, 2 to the, or 5 to the third power. If it was 5, we could have read it as 5 to the third power, or 2 to the, or 5 to the power 3. If where we have 2, there was 5. So it's just a matter of removing the number. If you are dealing with 8, you can say 8 cubed, 8 to the third power, 8 to the power of 3, whatever number, but that's how we read. If you see 8 with a small 3 on top, you read like I said. So this is how we read numbers with 3, small 3 on top. Okay, now let's go to the next stage where we're going to find the cube of numbers. Okay, all right, so these are the 4 questions I'm going to answer. I'm going to find their cube. Okay, so the instruction is evaluate the following. So I've got 4 with a small 3 on top. So that means we need to multiply 4 by itself 3 times. So we're going to multiply 4 by 4 by 4. Once we have done that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start by multiplying. 4 multiplied by 4 will give us 16. Then 16 multiplied by 4 will give us 64. So 64 is the cube of 4. 64 is the cube of 4. Okay, now we go to the next stage, that is question 2. Let's find the cube of 9. Okay, so we're going to multiply 9 by itself 3 times because we are told to evaluate 9 to the third power. 9 to the third power. So we're going to multiply 9 by itself 3 times. So we're going to say 9 multiplied by 9 by 9. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by multiplying the first two 9s. So we're going to say 9 multiplied by 9 will give us 81. 81 multiplied by 9 will give us 729. So 729 is the cube of 9. 729 is the cube of 9. Okay, we go to question 3 where we are asked to find 5 to the power of 3. 5 to the power of 3. So we are going to multiply 5 3 times. So we're going to have 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. So we'll start by multiplying the first two 5s. So 5 multiplied by 5 will give us 25. 25 multiplied by 5. So we're going to have 25 multiplied by 25. 25 multiplied by 5 will give us 125. So 125 is the cube of 5. So 125 is the cube of 5. Okay, let's go to the last question. The last question we are given 8 cubed. So we are told to find the cube of 8. So we are going to multiply 8 by itself 3 times. So we're going to have 8 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8. So we'll start by multiplying the first 8s, which is 8 by 8 will give us 64. 64 by 8 will, that is 64 by 8 will give us 512. So 512 is the cube of 8. 512 is the cube of 8. So basically this is how you find the cube of a given number. You just multiply that number by itself 3 times. Okay, once you have done that, then the product you get is the cube of that number. If you have got questions, you can ask them in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. It has been easy learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video and God bless you.